my personal January, how it went. So this is pretty much the same as last year, but I think January, I pretty much did the same thing, but a little bit more consistent. I woke up at 5 a.m. every single day. Didn't matter for Saturday, Sunday, every single day I woke up at 5 a.m. I don't need an alarm, I just wake up. And I gotta do my hair, right? So I leave at 6 a.m. Okay, I'm on the way to work, 6 a.m., and I didn't take a single lunch break all month. What time do I leave?
7.
7, okay. When I get home at 7:30. So I get home at 7:30. I wake up at 5, so I highly believe sleep is the key to success, and I need to be well rested because it takes a lot of energy to go hard 13 hours a day without a lunch break. The only break I get is a gym break. So I literally go home, rush, eat, and then I have to be bed at 9 p.m. That's my schedule, and I did that every single day. So every Saturday, last year I missed one Saturday, I went to Hawaii. I still worked 1 hour that day, but every Saturday I'm always here, and every Sunday I work 4 hours before my kids wake up from 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. Okay, and I did want to say almost I worked out every single day. You know, I did miss one day because the gym was closed and I had to get the membership over there. So one day I was trying to figure things out. So I missed it for one day. That's my excuse. And I had no alcohol, no weed, not a single dessert, not a single fry, not a single chip, 0 cheat meals, because I just wanted to just start off the year with being even more disciplined than I normally am. And I also took massive action. Okay, I hired 2 new TCO people to make the outbound calls. That was a whole different software I had to get and then develop and write the scripts. And we got voicemail scripts ready. And then we got the life, contest, all the keep. I revamped all the scripts. And then we had the marketer forms. And then we had the producer forms. And then we had the tracker for the contest. And what else did we do? We did the compliance stuff. I was working really hard. I hired Samantha. I hired 2 more TCOs. So I took massive action. And that's not something new, but that's how my month went. But at the end of the month, what happened for me was I lost money. Okay, after all of that, all right? So it's not as bad as some months like November, I lost 40 grand in 1 month. Okay, so this month, I say only, but it's funny I say that because it's not too bad for me, it's 18,000. It's a lot of work to see your business account go down that much at the end of the month. Everybody made more money than me. Team CEO, Samantha, I think worked 2 days, right? Everyone, including this freeloader just wakes up and just has food delivered to her. And she doesn't even have a bank account, but she did better financially than I did. But I still come here, guys, okay? Same work ethic, all right? Same discipline and consistency, same positive attitude. Not a thought about giving up or selling. Not a single thought. And why the fuck would I do that?
You believe in us?
I believe in you guys. We're going to talk about that. Yeah, I believe in you guys. I believe in the potential here. Why else would you think I would go through all that work to lose money? So one of the reasons I will say, okay, I think the last group mentioned it, but I do feel a lot of responsibility. You guys have a choice to pick as an employer. You guys have chosen me, so I take that job very seriously because if I slack off, then how far could this place go? Okay, so for your guys' financial responsibility, financial potential, I feel a tremendous amount of responsibility. So I feel like I have to work as hard as possible. So one of the other things I would say is that, man, there's a whole lot of motherfuckers I want to beat out there. And we talked about this in the book review a little bit, but there's just people that have said stuff in my life that I need to prove wrong. And some of you guys maybe have heard it from other people that we're not going to amount to anything, we're just going to be troublemakers, or we can't succeed in this business. There's also competitors, enormous competitors in this business that I want to beat. And it's not going to be easy to beat them. I have to pay the price to be able to beat them. As a competitor, I think that's something that I encourage you guys, that's what the book taught us, is that find your enemy. And use that as motivation, because in life you get so much negative feedback. Like everybody's saying, you can't do it. No, that's not smart. Like, don't do that. Like you never, and even amongst here, like it's okay. Like you want to be somebody so bad, like go for it. You have so much negative feedback and so much negative energy. It's like it's such a waste to not use that as leverage, as motivation. At this point, the reason I probably spend so much money is because me beating somebody is more important than the money. Like it motivates me more than the money. And once you guys find that motivation, who motivates you, who says something to you, use that as motivation because that's what's gonna turn your motivation level to a whole nother gear. Another reason, okay, is just I just like to do hard shit. And this is human nature though. It's not like I'm the only one. Everybody has different DNA, but like my kids, right? At first, like all kids, they like video games, right? So we bought the Mario Odyssey Nintendo Switch. We played it, it was hard. It was the bosses, you beat that boss, you get to another level, you get to go to a different land, and you beat it, and it's like, you beat Bowser, and it's like, all right. And then after that, they never touch it ever again. And then we go to Zelda, and all these other bosses come up, and all these different dungeons and different things. It was fun, we played it, and then we beat it, and we were like, yes, we beat it. And after we beat it, never play again. And now they're into Fortnite. And this is where I step back. I'm like, okay, you guys are on your own. Like, this is too much for me. And now they're shooting people up, and they're just like cussing and like getting in fights with each other and like yelling at random bots or like random people. And like, it was like a rainy day the other day, and then I let them play for like multiple hours, and it was like, dude, why do you guys even play this? Like, you guys are just so stressed out. Like, this doesn't seem like fun at all. But they told me like, hey, once I beat a game, if it's too easy, it's boring for me, Dada. And I was like, ooh, I get it. Like, hard is fun. They intentionally want to put themselves in hard situations because when you beat that, that's when really where the glory and the fun and the joy comes from. I kind of purposely put myself in an intentionally difficult place, and I feel like I'm not the only one here. Who here is in a long-term serious relationship? Is that easy, guys? Am I the only one? It's like, this is the hardest thing ever. Being in a relationship is difficult, okay? But really, that's where a lot of the reward comes from. And what's, I think, personally, one of the hardest things is what? Who have kids here? Yeah. Is there anything harder than that? Okay, me and Enrique are saying that's hard, but imagine if you're the mother, how hard that is. Having a kid is hard, but raising the kids is even harder. And I know, personally, there's nothing more rewarding than that. So we all want to do hard stuff. And I think it's okay to dive into that human nature of like, hey, I want to do hard stuff. So my challenge to you guys is like, hey, go ahead and make your lives harder. I just recommend it because that's the way you develop mental toughness. And that's really, overcoming them is really where all the rewards and all the glory and all the joy in life comes from. All right, so I'm going to continue to put myself in difficult situations, put myself in hard situations, and prove myself that I have the discipline and the work ethic to beat it. And it's not easy, and it's kind of contradictory to a lot of people will tell you. Because a lot of people will say, you should just love yourself just the way you are. But this is very popular. People like to say this, right? To a certain extent, because you don't want to beat yourself up and say like, oh, I'm terrible, like, I'm such a bad person, I can't do it. Like, you don't want to talk yourself into negativity. But I just want to give you guys a different perspective of, you know, when people say, treat yourself, you know, have a donut, you know, go out and party, skip your workout, you deserve it. You deserve to take a break. Take it easy. Like, you don't have to work yourself. Take a Saturday off. You know, I hear all this stuff all the time. Like, sometimes to an extreme level, you're just perfect just the way you are. It's a very popular message. But I think sometimes when we hear those messages, like, we gotta wake up because like, if you're just perfect just the way you are and keep doing the same things you are, you're not gonna end up being where you wanna be. Health-wise, financially wise, like there's gonna be a rude awakening for people who keep on telling themselves that. But does that mean you don't love yourself if you say that, if you're like punishing yourself from working this hard? No, it doesn't. It's actually the opposite because when you really love somebody, that's when you believe in them. Like, the people you love the most are the people you believe in the most. Accepting a lower standard of yourself, that means you're not loving yourself. So it's actually the opposite. Self-love is when you believe in yourself. You believe that you're worth the extra money. You believe you're worth working hard. You believe you're worth going exercising. You believe you're worth the better food in your body. If you really do believe in yourself, that means you love yourself and you value yourself. And I want to thank my mom for telling me this all the time. Love yourself. I love you just the way you are. You're fine just the way you are. And she means it. But I'm like, no, Mom, like, I don't love myself just the way I am. I believe I could do more. So that's what I feel for us in general, too. So why do hard shit, okay? So number one thing is I just believe in me. I just like know, like, I shared you guys how much I work, but subconsciously I'm like, dude, you're working hard. Like, you deserve it. By working hard, I just know that as much as I do, I could figure this out. We're gonna become profitable. Maybe thanks to my mom one more time, is that because she told me that she believes in me, it's been ingrained in me that I can do it. So first thing first, I believe in myself. Second thing I want to let you guys know is that I believe in you. You know, Jeanette, Espedi, great examples, they changed, you know. When I hire people, I don't really hire them based on who they are at that very moment. You know, I hire people based on who I feel they could become. So I just want to share with you guys that sometimes, like, you guys need to believe in yourself as much as I do, because sometimes I believe in people and they're like, I don't believe in myself, Dan. I'm like, okay, fine, damn. What can I do? Like, you have to believe in yourself. But to help you guys believe in yourself, I just want to let you guys know that I believe in you guys. If you can't get your license, I believe you can get it. If you're writing 10K, I know you can get to 25. If you're writing 25, I know you can get to 50. If you're writing 50, I know you can get to 100. And if you're already making 100K a year, I know you could get to 200K. And even though I believe in you guys so much, it doesn't always work that way. I've been proven wrong many times. I shouldn't have believed in them, but I still did. But I'm going to continue to do that. So my only ask for you guys, and I believe in you guys so much that sometimes, you know, when the financial situation is not that great, you know, this is a perfect month for me to make excuses to be like, most businesses would be like, let me try to save some money here and cut some people off. But the reason I didn't last month is because I believe in you guys. Okay, I believe you guys could do it. So my only ask for you guys is to prove me right. Many of you guys have proven me right. Many people that are not here have proven me wrong. But my ask for you guys to prove me right for believing in you guys. And most importantly, I believe in us. We're going to be just blowing up in here. We're going to have 35 savages, no one mediocre, and everyone's going to be just having things cooking every 5 minutes. We're going to be taking credit card payments all day long. We're going to be writing $1 million a month, and we're going to have bona fide leaders leading their teams. Laura's going to be making 200K, sales agents making 100K, life agents making, we're going to be writing, I don't know, making 20 life apps a month. And I just know that we're going to do that. Okay, so I just want to let you guys know that that's my vision, like you guys said. And I know we could do it because we have the team and the potential to do it. And the reason that that's what I believe in, and the reason I believe in us, is because I love us. All right, so let's get it.